Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. This one not complete with the absolute heart failure I had in the lead up to it when I went to load the save and discovered it was completely blank. That was because it was I clicked on the wrong icon and was doing the one without the patch. I'm not really sure why that worked actually, so that's a bit surprising. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. Standard disclaimers before we begin. This is one of the all-time classic RPGs, so and this is a channel that deconstructs RPGs. If you are not familiar with this game, go out and play it. Don't watch somebody coldly dissect a game that they've already played, because I'm not going to be like particularly reacting in the normal way. It's it's the channel. And then the other thing, of course, is that it's a horror game, rated R, 18 certification, however you want to call it. So it will have strong sex and strong violence and sexual content that may potentially trigger. Let's obviously, it's in the fridge. That's good to know, isn't it? It's also a drinking episode, but it's not a massively heavily drinking episode. I think it's we're going to give this an hour or so and then see. When last we left off, we've done two things in Chinatown. Oh yes, we've got our jacket that makes us, combined with our stance, look like the sort of person who you desperately wouldn't want stood outside of school. We had, I think it decided that we saved Zhao. I don't really know if that makes any difference or whatever. Right, okay, fine. So that with Johnny's tail, blah blah blah. A bad luck talisman and locker. Okay. What should we go and do that? There we go, looking. Right. Sorry, that little weird thing was reacting to the noise, but the noise didn't appear to be of any huge significance. I think there's a great deal here, but... Oh yes, this is going to turn into a fight almost straight away, isn't it? By its nature. Where's the bad luck talisman? Bad luck talisman.
Hey! What the hell you think you're doing? That's my locker, sucker!
Oh, it says misunderstanding. That's my fault.
No misunderstanding. I saw you. What the hell did you put in my locker? You know who I am, huh? You wanna die, sucker? Time to teach you a lesson about respecting people's property. Oh yeah, sucker! You're in for it now.
Oh.
Hey!
Well, we needed to feed anyway, so... Okay. Dealt with patrons, we call you customers there. Okay. I think that is, situation working as intended. We could have just stealthed out because of the way that stealth is weirdly working in this. I'm kind of disappointed by how the stealth seems to have broken, because it's so I've just gone a ridiculously long way around. It was one of the major component gameplay parts when I played it the first time. It just seems to have been kind of removed this time.
You are always welcome here.
Thanks. That talisman.
Did the seed take root? That is assuredly bad luck for him. The cost to my customer was quite high. They will be pleased to hear this.
Risk a little more.
Therefore, accept this with my gratitude.
Okay, cool experience. Anything else you need me to do?
You are a model employee.
Until then,
Perhaps you can work for me again someday. Until then, keep up the excellent job. And if you ever meet someone on the sixth
cool.
sense,
Right, well, I'll be glad to get rid of this guy because it takes an age to finish his sentences. Oh shit, I haven't got the buffer. Hopefully that should make the clunks slightly less loud. The quest log. We got. Oh my word! You've got a lot of experience. I mean, it's that. Cool. Right. Okay. I just think if we've got something up that high, we should be taking advantage of it. Okay, Dragon's Trail, Mingzhou, Wongho, the Red Dragon. Did we not? Oh, I see. Okay. Right. It's a bit weird how it's. So I guess there's the one. So we could do Kamikaze Zen. Alright, well, why don't we save the game, just have a look at it. Because it's in the fridge. Or before it's in the fridge, can we clear up some of this outdated chaff? Thank you. Get rid of Wa, but we won't get rid of Ga. Okay, so once more, server room. Right, okay, so an inside agent has put a virus name to one of the office terminals. Do we actually have? Yeah, we didn't want to touch stealth because stealth appears to just be completely broken. We were thinking about perception, although also actually not very often. Intelligence being part of the intimidate trait. We don't generally like to intimidate people, so. Fun. Right, okay. Alright. So let's have a see. Not a great deal here. Oh. Okay, well that wasn't quite what I was hoping to do. Hopefully that doesn't come back and bite us in the backside. So someone is walking away. Okay. Hello. Right, okay. Is this one of these? Right, okay, good. Alright, well, we're going to try this as Gar because there could be some things in here. Let's have a look at the state. Sir. think I'm just gonna like kill him just because I know it's humanity and all that, but it's more humanity. It's commotion. Ouch. Right, I guess I'm actually going to go back to it's in the fridge because I think the problem might have been the chair moving. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. Can't remember what the password was, but oh Christ! Right, okay. What we? Still something. Where is he? Fuck. It's my window. Oh, poor thing. Email. Yeah. Cammy. Damn it. Yo, I lost no access code to get back in serum. You sent me again. Oh, I should kill you tonight. It's so good. That's so much bullshit. Like, I ever can't believe you can't tell it's your boy. No. After heuristic, what is that? Wait, what? Right, so they sent that to someone. Okay, fine. Probably somebody quite close. Let's go back to Gar. Which way were they going? That way. Okay, we've got a thing there, but help. Okay, nothing. We're going to need the access code somehow. Email. Enter an email, one damn it. 4567. 4567. Okay. That was just unfortunate. Came up at just the moment he was coming round. Holy frame rate, Batman. Something's not agreeing with it. Something is really not agreeing with it. It was the sneak for some reason. Okay. Oh god, it continues. Security, God, the resolution there is killing me. Okay, shrug that. Okay, I can barely read that, to be fair. Vault. Yeah. I'm not even going to ask what that's about. Vault is unlocked. Fine, what's this? There's security in that, okay, fine. Save again. Let's go. Alright, got bags of time. Just need to get out. A money clip for 500, that is highly underwhelming. The vault is not connected to that bit there, which is great. Okay, fine. Okay, cool. I think we'll just wait for the next time that the person comes up to the door, the guard. Okay, there it is. What's the gamble? To be fair, we could. Probably shouldn't save when he's right outside the door, honestly, but whatever. Like, I don't remember it being this easy with the obfuscate skill, let alone without it. So yeah, I don't think we should take this as gospel of how the game is, but we've come this far. Cool. You're just Slim Query. Right, okay, cool. Nosferatu network is up and running, which is great. 8 we were what were we saving up for? Range combat. Exception or no, I think we're better off playing the persuasion card. We could go and do the main quest, or we could nip back to the apartment and see if we've got anything else going on in the email. I think we'll do that. Don't know we just saved, but whatever.
Going somewhere?
Yes, just drive to Santa Monica, please. Alright. Prepare for some one-handed navigation as I am clutching the beer.
Lovely evening.
Yes, it is. Alright. Hopefully don't miss any critical content here. There we go. That was literally the only reason I did that. I was just swigging my beer as I did it. That's not some amazing cheat code. Right, anything here? And for us, do you feel sad that we got rid of, is it Hannah? Is that her name? Oh, after all that. Right, well it's actually just quicker just to reload. So just reload. I'm just curious. Like, it was her ramen shop,
She's got a
wasn't
fresh cup of coffee ready to take it into the AM.
it? So she...
I'm your lovely hostess.
I'm not quite sure what I was meant to... Oh, okay.
Don't send any more emails. The lines are all full, so why don't I provide some?
Sorry, you may enjoy it. It's dead annoying for me. That's just the paper. Okay. Guess not. I mean, I'm looking for other things to do, but we've cleared it out. We need to just go and... Well, I say we've cleared it out. We may not have cleared it out, but yeah. I think that's for the Nosferatu to negotiate around. Like you. What was this bit? Sorry, what's actually in here? Just having a little explore now. I feel like this was the back of Cheng. Oh, okay, it is back of Cheng. Or Seng's, isn't it? Right, anyway. It was... I heard that was the... what that male conversation is meant to be about, but yeah, 725. Right. I don't know whether this is a combat section or whether this is a stealth section or whether this is just a chat section. I guess we'll save the game. Oh, no. As Ha. Hello.
Nobody allowed upstairs.
Guess I'll find another way.
Nobody allowed upstairs.
Okay, I don't think that's working quite as we might have hoped.
Evening.
It is a lovely evening. Oh, it's a dance thing.
What's the emergency?
Hello.
Am I supposed to know you?
I'm looking for Johnny. We've got business to discuss.
You don't look like someone he needs to talk to. Johnny's in his office upstairs. You play with Johnny, and you're not getting out of here alive. Understand?
Mm. Simply a social call. Keep going in your pants.
Oh, what is this shit?
Well, tempting as it is to take him out. Doesn't look like there's too much. I get this all the time in bars. Hello. Can I have a whacked beer, please? Okay, maybe not. Okay, good. The toilet is abstracted. Right, okay. Same. I still think it's going to come to blows.
Nobody allowed
whatever.
upstairs.
Yeah, huh. Right, that tongue to tongue, tongue, tongue. Look at them. Having a cigarette. Graphical.
Who the hell you think you are, asshole? Huh? You know who I am? You know where you are? You wanna die?
Sound like someone needs to talk
What the
about.
fuck do you want? Huh? Who are you?
I look like someone you want to fuck with, Jimmy.
You got something to say to me, asshole? Who let you into Chinatown anyway? You here for your mother? Yeah, well, we'll give her back after she's done with the last 20 guys.
Where's Barbara?
Who told you that? How would you know about that? Who are you? Answer me.
You don't know who you're doing?
Don't tell it a thing, Johnny. Shoot it.
You told me that guy was a nobody. Just what the hell did you get us involved in?
Shoot it. You'll find out.
You're dead, asshole. What the fuck? I shot you. You're dead.
That's exactly it, Johnny. It is dead. It's quite difficult to kill something that's already dead. And I assure you, it's not wearing a vest. The bullet entered cleanly through the lower abdomen.
I just at least didn't hit me in the cock, I suppose.
Normally, a bullet of that caliber would likely ricochet and tear up the small intestine. But as you can see, it exited clean, back with little external bleeding. The reason being, its internal organs have atrophied.
What the hell's going on? What are you?
Dispose of Johnny, and we'll discuss the matter of your missing comrade.
So I can find someone.
No, fuck you. Die already.
Freeze!
Feel like
You had to kill him, didn't you? It's part of your code of survival, covering your tracks, so to speak. And before you attempt to deceive me, you should know I'm monitoring your heat signature. It's room temperature.
who knew?
I also must protect my true identity. You may refer to me as the Mandarin. You are searching for one of your
Government
kind, I
work.
understand. I have him at my facility.
Come to the Fu Syndicate building. We will discuss terms of release.
Oh, wow. I mean, my man is obviously really excited to... oh, right, I see. Sensational. Right, okay, well, we might have to fight our way out. If we do, I don't care. But... I'll have my health back. That's okay. Ooh, katana. I don't really want to have to outrun that gauntlet, to be honest. Right. Let them come to me, that's my motto. At least let my health come back. And the glass is bulletproof, is it? Alright, well, we'll take our time, and then who's the ripest candidate? I think that one is, isn't it? Come on. So eventually we might have to start shooting, but... So we've got two there, and it looks like the others are on the ground floor. Although their weapons might not be as strong. Did we want to get... We've got 13, so we could... Oh, mind you, we're gonna... Yeah, okay, fine, let's get that. And I was like, oh, maybe... Are there people just still chilling out in the nightclub down there? I don't tell you it's a firefight. Right. I think we're going to run straight across and... Oh, I see, there's one other guy there. Oh, right, okay, it's a bit more than I could have chewed. I hope we didn't knock him over the edge, because that actually could be relatively problematic. Right, we're going to go and chill out in this office for a while. Jesus. Okay. It might be that they keep coming, you know. I'm not going to use blood, obviously, not when time is doing such a fantastic job. Maybe it is me being incredibly selfish, and not selfish, but just like stingy and not putting points in soak. Maybe soak is the... well, I say soak, it's... oh. You've forgotten about me. You have honestly forgotten about me. Should that be possible in games? I mean, again, I know it's an abstraction, but this feels like... who are we shooting at again? He's probably gone. Right, so we only got 1 point. Yeah, I mean, like, maybe that would actually make these sections a little less stressful. I don't think we necessarily need to come back here is the thing, so it's like we could... Oh, then again, I mean, if he's just going to stand there... Okay, I mean, I guess it's not going to work when we get down at the ground floor, isn't it? But then again, there is just a door there. We're not getting any experience, so we're going to get precious little money. I don't really want to be killing people in public. Let's just go. Cool. So that's that. Everyone's pretty chill. The Foo Syndicate. I imagine if the Foo Syndicate was going to be anywhere, it'd be over here. Excuse me, nice lady. Oh no, the Foo Syndicate is... Right, okay, can we... No. It's right the way out the front. Yeah, so the Foo Syndicate's interesting. It's a shame that we do not have a... Stop looking at that. Yeah. I'm glad we took the defence. I think we're going to regret... I think we're going to regret not taking...
I beg your pardon.
a bit more... Right, okay. I can't remember how long are we in? 37 minutes in. Yeah, I think we can probably manage this. I recall this being quite nasty.
So glad you finally decided to show up. If you want to meet your comrade, walk through those doors. Subject will not enter the next area. This may be due to a theoretical sixth sense, or perhaps it is simply afraid. Are you stubborn by nature or instinct? Subject is uncooperative. This may be a side effect of its condition, or a residual personality defect. Step through the doors. Subject refuses to move to the next chamber. I assure you your comrade is still alive. If you want him released, you will do as I say.
A lot of this makes very little sense, by the way, but anyway. Well, show yourself.
Step through the doors.
Yeah.
Good. I am told you are a rather resourceful individual. This should make you a most intriguing specimen. You and your kind may play mortals for weaklings and fools, and that may be fitting for some. But you underestimate me. Subject is male. Appearance suggests early to late 20s. True age unknown. As with the other, there are no vital signs. No heartbeat, no body heat. Test chamber air sample is 97% carbon monoxide. Normal respiration cannot take place. Subject is by all definition clinically dead. Hello in there. I'm going to run some tests on you. I'm interested in how you work, but only because it's my task to find the most efficient way to kill your kind. Please, give me everything you've got. Begin the experiment. Test chamber has been filled with ultraviolet light, releasing moderate UV radiation. Does that burn at all? Subject exhibits no sign of pain or even physical discomfort. Shut down the lights. Conclusion: UV radiation does not produce the desired effect. Please, move on to the next chamber. If your mind is resourceful, your survival instinct borders on animalistic. I'm curious about your innate abilities. Let us see what you can do. The walls are reinforced concrete, several feet thick. There is no other exit, believe me.
I'm not quite sure why that did that. I'm pretty sure we failed it, but it's in the fridge, it is. Okay. Ow. Yeah, that. Alright. It's a good job we saved, isn't it? Let's put it that way. I didn't know that was about to happen, but this is the sort of thing we're up against. Right, okay, so
Only the most simple creatures can survive dismemberment. I am told you can regenerate parts of your body. I'd much like to observe this.
right, I think what we do is
Only the most simple creatures can survive dismemberment. I am told you can regenerate parts of your body. I'd much like to observe this. I wonder, how many limbs can you lose before you cease to function?
I think we can just wait it out. We'll give it a couple of tries, and then we'll move to the other end of the chamber and see what the other things down there are like. Right, this is not looking favourite, is it? Okay. Brilliant. Huh. Well. Alright, well I guess we'll sit here and regenerate for a little while. Do we have some bullets? Yes, we do. Can we? Okay, no. We might be able to shoot the actual things. I didn't notice anything in the environment, but we'll try that as a first line. It's so good having prepped this with my okay.
Only the most simple creatures can survive dismemberment. I am told you can regenerate parts of your body.
Yeah, okay.
I'd much like to observe this. I wonder, how many limbs can you lose before you cease to function? You've shown great resilience so far. Let's see how you do against some live targets.
Okay, well.
Proceed to the next room. Sometimes myths are constructed around legitimate observations. Let us find out if there's any truth in an old superstition. Initiate Van Helsing experiment. Does that hurt? I'd rather the experiment didn't end here. Please, don't disappoint me.
out ways for this. Guess not. So I have to kill him to get out. Well, you only got... I see, I hate this.
Van Helsing hypothesis tests false.
Can we leave? I just don't think we should... whatever. This feels just outright mean-spirited. Aside from the obvious difficulties we appear to be having with this person. Right, okay. Well, I mean, I've done enough kiting of my own in this game. Good. No, he's not dead. Oh, for fuck's sake, right.
Well, when God fails, put your faith in the gun. Proceed, Commander. The men are veteran mercenaries. The weapon modifications are refined incendiary. Suggest field tests.
Great if we could. Is that the last one? No, there's two of them. Fuck me. Okay. Punching is not an ideal tool for this.
Sometimes myths are constructed around legitimate observations. Let us find out if there's any truth in an old superstition. Initiate Van Helsing experiment. Does that hurt? I'd rather the experiment didn't end here. Please, don't disappoint me.
Well, first off, we have to wait until we're on full health, because we're never going to survive otherwise. And it turns out we really do need to put some stuff in there. Oh, we could use blood purge actually as they come out. That is probably not a bad idea. But I still want full health. Good enough. Right, okay. It's in the fridge.
Van Helsing hypothesis tests false. Well, when God fails, put your faith in the gun. Proceed, Commander. The men are veteran mercenaries. The weapon modifications are like refined incendiary. Promising. 'em. 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 What is it doing?
Hello?
Subject is terminated. Belmont team. You are turning out to be a very useful guinea pig. But we have a conflict of interest. You continue to endure even though it's my instruction to incapacitate you. This calls for a more drastic approach. Continue to the next room. I'm very enthusiastic about this next test.
Yeah, I am less enthusiastic about the next test because that particular test damn near killed me, so we will see. We're certainly not going to proceed to the next room. Is that blood on that lamp, or is it? It's a red light. Roxanne. Yeah. I think this is the penultimate one. I think the next one is where we get out. But I'm not sure who's groaning. Someone's groaning somewhere. Okay.
Many regimes use electricity to torture information out of their captives. It would be useful if this applies to your kind as well. Or will the voltage have results similar to fire? Let's find out.
Alright. Do we just go with it? Okay, so it's 2. Is it just alternating? Yeah. Okay. So we can kind of jump over, but like it doesn't really solve the problem as to how. That's not really what I'm after. Well. Oh wait, do we just... What happens if we just stand on it? I don't really understand. I want to short circuit or? Okay. Wait. He's tired. What's that? Right. Looks like we've got lots of rooms left. I don't really understand what you want from me, game. least they've managed to suffer final death, which helped him out, but it didn't really help me out much. So, is there anything we can pick up? Is there? I mean, there's that, but I don't think that was quite what they had in mind.
Many regimes use electricity to torture information out of their captives. It
I'm
would be
gonna look this
useful
up,
if this applied
because
to
I have
your kind as
absolutely
well.
no idea
Or
what it's
will the
asking
voltage
of me.
have results similar to fire? Let's find out.
Oh no, not that one. That's quite an interesting article. Let's have a see. Oh god, what was it called? Foo Syndicate Electricity Room. Right, please bear with me. Yes. Okay. Complete the fourth test by shooting the electric panels. Did we honestly not do that? Oh, it shot everything else. Did that help? Well, thank you for your tip, website, but I'm still a little bit confused as to what you're actually after from me. Oh, it's a different one. Oh, the coils, apparently. Which, again, I could have sworn we shot, but maybe we shot it in the wrong place.
Many regimes use electricity to torture information out of their captives. It would be useful if this applies to your kind as well. Or will the voltage have results similar to fire? Let's find out.
Shoot. Ouch, right.
You have demonstrated considerable mental and physical acumen. And I'm quite perplexed how something that should be dead can display such strong survival skills. Let's begin the final test.
Let's begin the final test. Yeah, okay, fine. Used up quite a few shotgun shells, but I suppose we did pick up a few.
To the next room.
Yeah, okay. I'd love to. Right.
Stand by. Run a check on the extinguishers one more time. I've already determined fire is a weakness of your kind. I would like to know more about the psychological effect it has on you, and how it may be exploited.
Okay. just exit through the door? No, we have to jump through the thing. Okay.
Why?
Yeah, fine. Oh, cool. That was where they would have operated. Nice. Right. Okay. Fine. I think we'll save it on. It's in the fridge. That is over.
My employer's punishment for your escape would be 1,000 times more painful than anything you could devise. I refuse to give you the satisfaction.
Okay. You, son, can at least help me heal. We'll leave you there in case we need you afterwards. Okay, I would ideally like to get the old puncher on this guy. Alright, cool. His nurse is still chilled or whatever.
Let me out! Get me out of here!
I'm dead.
They get you too. I've got no excuse. A Nosferatu getting caught by a bunch of humans. This is a new low.
Well, let's have a British off.
Wait, we can't go yet. There are servers here. We need to hack in and delete all of their research. Should be a mainframe on this floor. Let's check the computers. Anything on Kindred needs to get wiped. Anyone interferes, you leave them to me. Grr. If I tore the lungs out of everyone in this place, it still wouldn't feel like revenge.
I guess by that you mean you're just going to stay there. Which is fine. Let's try it as Gar now, because, yeah. Mate. Yeah, okay, good. Cool. Oh, these are all the rooms that I came through. You trying to get in the way? Huh. Well, this wasn't quite what I was expecting, but why am I doing this in third person? Right, okay. Right, goes there. Oh, I suppose it could be. Could be through here, maybe, or no? Maybe it's just through the front door and then down. Maybe there'll be fights for a second.
Hey, hold it!
Well, that wasn't very nice, was it? Does this affect the Masquerade, or is this considered fair game? No. Can we not? Where's my Braddock? We have got a lot of ammunition for it, I suppose, so. Okay, good. I don't want doing that. I just want that. Right, okay, fine. That is a computer that we can probably wipe. Let's have a look at the other. Oh, mind you, he said server room, didn't he? That's not server, is it? Your control. Freedom.
Let's go.
Gary was eating that. So. Oh. Failed? Oh. Shame. Right, okay. Right, well, the door somewhere is open, but where? Vents, Oh, that was effective, wasn't it? Species minus X data. Autopsy. Oh, very good. Purge. That's deleted. Door code. Door code. This keyboard needs replacing. I guess they just keep coming out of that bit. Right, well, we can't possibly get any more in there, so what was the door code? Door code 7337.
That was the last of them. Let's get out of here. Will do. And thanks.
My pleasure. Okay, it clearly wasn't the fucking last of them, was it? Okay, we're doing a terrible job here. I'm worried that Gary's going to die by my hand at this rate. Anyway. Whatever. Let's just get out of it. Hello.
Do you have Prince Albert in the cab?
Well, better let him go, boss. You done real well bringing our boy back home. I got your info, hero.
I can't remember what we were asking.
The same information I gave your prince, I also traded to Giovanni for a bit of
Yeah, I got to get the Giovanni.
gossip. You both had an equal opportunity to take it. They just had a bit more initiative. Oh, I wouldn't want that, boss. What's he going to do? Comb the underworld with his raggedy foot soldiers? He needs me as an ally more than an enemy.
Fair point.
Oh, you're going to love this. They've got skeletons in their closet. Literally.
Cool. Right. It's the Giovanni. Let's have a review. First of all, we need as well to have a review. How exactly going to retrieve a sarcophagus is another matter, but whatever. Review of the actual. Oh my god. We ask for some and they give us all. That will also handle persuasion, but maybe it is time to just put some points in bashing. Like we are getting shot at quite a lot. That is not bad. I don't think I particularly care about fire. I mean, I know firearms have been good to us, but I don't think that's a major priority. I might just do that and just keep the other two. We have moved along a bit, so while I'm not willing to go to Giovanni Land, I am willing to go back to the apartment.
Going somewhere?
And see if that brings us anything. Also, did we ever get the... Before we can go to the... to there... Yeah, do we... I'm going to do a little bit just tidying up on this, because firstly I want to know if... Which way was it? I feel like it was this way. Did we ever get that item from... Okay, no, Isaac. Like, I don't remember what, if anything, was the item. I feel like we might have done. You got anything to say, Isaac?
Evening. Certainly.
Questions? You tell me about Velvet.
You've met VV, have you? Of all the kindred I know, she seems the most alive. She's still young, though, but nonetheless adept. She's not my child, but she's become like a daughter to me. Certainly.
What's going to do in the city?
There is something, but it involves a gargoyle. I can see that's got your attention. It's taken up residence in my beloved Asian theater. It is closed now, but that's beside the point. I sent some people to evict it, and it sent them back with a few lost limbs. I can't have that monster attacking kindred in my city. It's a walking block of stone with a taste for blood. I'd suggest whatever method doesn't result in you being eviscerated. In truth, I'd rather have it as an ally, but I doubt it's going to be chatty. Here's the key for the theater. I'll leave it up to you. Certainly. The Nosferatu? I pity them, but I loathe their presence. I deal with them when it's...
I haven't had that before. Right, okay, so well, this is new. Yeah, this is experience. And it's only here as well, that's the other beauty of it. Can't remember how this works, whether or not we can persuade it out or whatever. If we are going to fight it, it's going to be a nasty one. Hello.
Kindred invader, monster, I will smash you, crush you, tear the flesh from your bones.
I will chat to you. Just wanted to start a conversation. I'm just here to talk.
Talk? No. Always kindred are talking, scheming, hurting others with their lies. Monsters you all. Abominations. A curse upon the earth.
I'm not here to work. We can work this out peacefully.
No! There will be no more talk. Death for you, demon.
Okay.
Death and final darkness.
No, please, there has to be another way. Right, well, I had a feeling it was going to go like that. As you can see, that isn't doing a tremendous amount of damage to him. So, we may need to think again. Okay, I'm stuck on something, and that's unfortunate, but he's just kind of chilling out. Oh, right, okay. That's not good, is it? Well, let's see if we can get him to destroy the entire thing. Because sometimes... Joke's on you. Well, I wasn't until I got stuck on that. Ouch. That was painful. So is it the amount of damage that it does that's the problem? Or is it just that I'm shooting it with a pea shooter? With a shotgun. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm kind of stuck. Are you stuck? No, you're very much not stuck. Okay. Alright, for some. You under there? Okay. We'll just see what. Well, actually, that hit him for one. Okay. Well, you're taking it out on that. It's not really that's fault, is it? I think what we need to do is actually punch him. Yeah. I think it's a case of unfortunately punching and then waiting and then punching and then waiting. Yeah, yoink. No. Right. We might have left it a little bit late here. Okay, well, I mean, I didn't realise you could do that, but it's fine. Oh my god, why? Okay. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll reload because it's doable, it's just... Yeah. We need to punch, and we'll need to use blood buff as well. We might be able to use... Actually, what about... We've not used blood strike in a little while. Phrase he was after. Easy tiger. Oh. That's good, but it's I don't think it's the one really, is it? I think a bit of blood buff. Maybe you can just go one with it. Feasible actually, if it's stun what. We used one blood pouch, I reckon, to get the better of him. Yeah, piss off. Give me a good gun. Oh, thank you. Good gun. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Even get access to these toilets now. Right. Next question. Can we get out of here? Yes, we can. We're still going to go back to the apartment, see if we can't get some more stuff. Just going to leave the episode much closer to the average length of these ones, which is great. It'll be a while before we hear that, but yeah, stuff. Hello.
Evening.
Look.
I admit, I thought you'd come back here with a stone foot lodged in your backside, but I'm glad to see you've proved otherwise. You've got a lot of promise. It's a shame you're still working full time for the wrong side.
I have nothing against the Alex.
I'd like to hope so. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Did we get a reward for that, or did we do that just for fun? I mean, we were there for experience, but like... I don't know with all this, like I feel like I say, if I could improve Vampire the Masquerade, if they'd got this, and this was their sort of minimum viable product, and it's really, I mean, to call this a minimum viable product is utterly insulting. It's one of the best RPGs of all time. But if you had this already, in terms of the world and the quest building and everything else, I think what the theme and the setting deserve is to start playing the vampires off against one another. I suppose, you know, because it does just feel like that you deal with Isaac alone with Isaac. It's never the relationship of Isaac with Strauss, you know, or even really Gary, you know. But anyway, I mean, that's a slightly stingy complaint. Right, I've got 12 points. Strength is kind of tempting because we never have to use blood thing again. Computers is extremely tempting. It just feels a little bit soon to be going on that. Persuasion is too far. Scholarship. Actually, our lock picking has not been great lately. It'll change our sneaking, which is scary. I don't even know what research is, if it does anything. I guess we'll do that. I wish I hadn't done that now. But anyway, we'll do this. We'll go back to the apartment, and then we'll go to downtown, and we'll see if
where to?
Definitely not the Giovanni stronghold. And then we might pay a sort of like an episode closer. Go and pay Strauss a view, because I'm sure we should be getting some contact with Strauss. I'm very disappointed with how the Tremere are playing out, honestly, man. I know we did some damage in that last fight, but I actually, like...
Need some company?
Not my problem.
Wow. Just wow. No other bits and pieces, just wow. The other option, I suppose, is that we could go down to see the Nosferatu, not that I really remember where they are. Okay. Oh well. For me... There you go. Yeah, email. Sunrise. Next page. The Queen. I think that's just... No. Well. Right, well. I'm not going to lie, I'm sad. But at least we've... I don't even know where the at least goes with that. I think I'm just sad. I don't particularly want to feast on him. Maybe we'll nip into the asylum just to... I've not talked about this I think for episodes after episodes, and I know I'm doing it in Santa Monica. I could arguably do it in the other things. I think this looks great, and like it's not looking great as in terms of like the graphical the graphical assets, although they are okay. Criticizing them, but just the way it's designed stylistically, I just think it looks great. I think Vampire holds up really well to me. It's one of the few, generally speaking, a lot of 3D games don't. Yeah. Well, the main reasons that I love...
I missed you?
One of the main reasons that I love isometric games is that I feel that they hold up. That was pretty bad. Really, really well.
Hey, you.
Careful.
It's a long time until sunrise. Want to come play with me?
Yeah, like I feel that they don't get as dated anywhere near as quickly.
It's called fun.
Who's Danielle? No, really, who's Danielle? Is that her?
What?
I guess that must be Danielle. Right, whatever, we'll try and go and see the Nosferatu, because I'm not feeling optimistic about anything. I was hoping that maybe Strauss might finally contact us. But whatever. Yeah, life is Strauss-based pain.
Need a ride?
Yeah. Hollywood. Right, it does beg the question of where the hell the thing to the Nosferatu was. Because that is not something that I remember very easily. I'm going to guess it's here.
Crab nibble, listen, crab nibble, hold on, crab nibble.
What, is it me or is everybody banging on about crab nipple? Let's delete a few of these saves because nobody cares. And let's go. Alright, this was the bit. You just don't want to end up in like the fucking god awful sewers, but there was a bit that led. What happens if we go this way? Just out of interest. Are all these gone now? Definitely not saving. So not. Oh, it was next one along. I'm just curious if like the Simisi stuff is still here. Right, so we've got that one there. Can we actually, is it just open up? I just don't remember where the Nosferatu exit is. I'm too busy traumatically trying to get out. If it comes to the point we can never go back there, or do we have to go through all this again? No. It was okay. The trauma has brought it flooding back to me. It was in the graveyard. It was in the you go to the graveyard, you go into the temple tomb thing, whatever. Mausoleum. It's not. Is it a mausoleum? Crypt. I'm going to settle on crypt. She's still a massive freaking pain to get to. Or whatever. Is that just? That's just the thing at the back. By thing at the back, I mean it's that like grim, awful guy. The best thing about which I can say is that he wasn't in the snuff, so this, of course, does not solve the problem of where the frigging hell it actually was, and whether we can get back through now. Gary, tease. And it in there somewhere. Just don't bloody remember where. What do you think about the level design on this? Okay, that appears to be Christing one out. That also appears to be Christing one out, so it's not signified by that. We've checked all those. There's nothing here. Okay. Okay, cool. That's not too bad, is it? At least it's the one with the door. Hurry up, Gary. You kicking about? Or? Jason Anderson, Tim Kaine in Moore's masterpiece Gravity. With Leonard Bioski, who I didn't even realise he worked on this. He was the sorry, I'm probably mauling the pronunciation there, but Bioski was the art director on Fallout. So yeah, obviously Tim Kaine is Tim Kaine. Jason Anderson, I'm really sorry, Jason. I don't know you from Adam. Anyone else here? I don't know these names, but presumably these are also involved in the development. Yeah. All these tracks. We're using Gary's entrance, but of course Gary will not be here. And of course the Nosferatu couldn't make it easy for a bloody second. Nosferatu, not even once.
Hey. Sure, whatever. I have some wireless cameras that I need you to set up in her apartment. One in her bedroom, one in her bathroom. Once the cameras are in place, you'll need to hook them up. Look, I'll definitely make it worth your while if you do. You will? Great. Here are the cameras. She lives in Hollywood and...
Okay. Don't know if we particularly are going to do that, but Nick? You running off without giving me the fucking thing, Nick? Piece of shit. Just came all the way down here to see you. You better be fucking dead, I tell you. Right. Mitnick's not there. Gary's not there. We've got this pissing nonsense from Tawny. What I am hearing is Wasted Journey. great. He tells me to come back here and then... Whatever. At least we know how to get here now. Not that we ever need to come back ever. But... Right, we'll go back to the Hollywood main strip and then... Right, quick line break before we return. Oh, yeah, we have to take care in this bit as well because we can't get involved in. And I'm still not willing to get involved in this because it's like it's a doable quest, but it's not going to be exactly easy. So yeah. I'm confused with many elements of how this playthrough has gone. I'm confused that we're all the way to Chinatown. I mean, as I say, I've only looked up things when it's really slowed us down. Normally a specific puzzle that I've certainly not been using a walkthrough more generally, and I don't know this game. I don't know this game hugely well. It's a fantastic game, and it's enjoyable the second time round. But it's definitely not better the second time round. And we've talked about that with a few games on the tier list that have like real replayability. That it is almost more enjoyable the second time you play. Well, it actually is more enjoyable in many of the games. The second time around you play them. Not this one. This one's good. It's a Belton game, but it's not top notch. I suppose we could do the Tawny Sessions one. It just makes you so fucking uncomfortable. Let's have a look at it. Apartment in Hollywood. I don't know where people's apartments are. It's not Metalhead Industries, thank God. Weird. Well, I tried to press the mute button on the microphone in a hurry. Unfortunately, it's behind the pop shield, so I think I've just deafened half my audience with one of the most gross sounds that could ever occur. Is there a second one brewing? I'll hold on to this and steer. Well, at least I got that one. Oh, Christ. Right, where is Tawny Sessions' house? Is there something that mentions apartments? I'm going to mute you one more time.
No.
Right, I'm having hell's delight with the microphone. I'm the mute settings. I've let some sneezes get through, and then I've muted a load of conversation. So yeah, terrible effort. You are here, floor being the red spot. So I don't mean to do that, but it does mean that this is the Hollywood Apartments thing. Can we, does it have a rear door? Does it have a front door? Argo resources, yeah. That looks like a hotel. Okay, fine. Well, maybe we'll do this as a final thing. I think the other problem, so just with all this, like from a player perspective, is that like I think so. One of the core aspects of Vampire the Masquerade, the tabletop, and by extension Bloodlines, because it handles most of the things pretty well, like is the whole humanity thing, and it's your descent. The further you get down here, the closer you are to like falling into frenzy. If you ever get to the bottom of that, not that we've ever got even remotely close. I don't think we've never been lower than when we started. Yeah, you just descend into a beast if you get to the tail end of that. But because of that, it doesn't always handle like its morality systems well. Because suddenly the morality systems are like a kind of dual purpose. They're measuring both like the player's reaction, but they're also working this system. Also, sorry, just for the love of God, like, is it just me, or is like that coat just makes him look like a fucking loser? I'm sorry if you've got that coat. You know, he might look great on you. Oh, guy, he looks like is he wearing that coat and leather trousers? Because I mean, like, you know, that's a lot. But anyway, yeah, the humanity side of things. I just feel it could be like it doesn't always let you be who you are. I mean, the other way. Well, we've talked about it before. Is it a player character or? Sorry, I might have just saved it. I'm going to save it again. Are you a player character, or are you your own character? No, that's not. Wine kicking in. Is this just her house? Does she own the entire thing? No. It's just not. I have no idea what's going on. Just sit in the corner. It'd probably be enough stealth to hide behind this moderately large plant. Yeah, are you playing a character, or is the player character a character that you create? Because if it's a character that you create, like a lot of the answers to a lot of the questions, I mean, it would be very difficult to do all the right dialogue for it, but it doesn't always feel like it's covering enough of the spread of the bases. Which is probably why in a lot of computer games now, I would advocate for the player playing a character over creating their own character. Just, I mean, and maybe that's part of like me as a designer creeping in, but like I just think it's tough, like to be able to account for all those different options but still have like a meaningful role in the story. I bang on about him a lot, but I do think that Lee from The Walking Dead is just a really good example of it. Of like a character that you can be interested in. Shit. Say, I mean, the stealth element is. Wait, is that? What is this now? It's just, again, it's just like stealth has just become pointless on this game. Camera, check. Do we have to go back? It's just lame, that. To be honest, like I say, it just wasn't as I recall the original game being, or recall those quests being full retention. Well, maybe they were always like that. Maybe it's just me who's there, but I just don't think that if that is how they were, I really don't think it was. But like, if that is how they were, then yeah, not great. Right, okay, well I think she said come back. He's gonna return to her. Okay, well at least we can go back. I never intended to, but it looks like we're gonna hit the hour mark anyway. We're going to be seeing a lot more of those zombies when we get to the Giovanni side of things. The other advantage to being Toreador is that you have celerity, which means you can run through these sections faster, which is its own advantage. Obviously, you can't use that just wandering about the streets, but there you are.
Did you see the
Oh,
paper?
crap.
She killed herself. Can you believe it? After the story hit the tabloids, she swallowed half a bottle of Valium and washed it down with a fifth of gin. It couldn't have been more perfect.
Feels bad, man. What is this? I mean, I know that's trying to be comic, but like...
Hey. Sure.
When did we last save it? Maybe I'll just not hand that in. It's all the same with you. I guess you could make an interesting game out of it all. Of like, what if? And maybe this is... I don't think this is really what they're trying to do, but maybe they could argue it is. That like every decision that gives you experience, it's a horribly negative game, but every decision that gives you experience is actually just you doing the wrong thing. I might even just go back further on that. What's happening here? I don't think we've done anything. More recent. This is Santa Monica. We certainly haven't. That we solved the gargoyle problem. I think I'm going to save it from here. I want to frigging imagine that fucking yeah, she's just such a fucking dick. But yes, if yeah, if that's like a defining factor, I've mentioned it previously. You know, like I just feel that I don't know how much of it is me and how much of it is the wider gaming population. I know, obviously, you can apply that to everything we ever cover. But, like, do folks not... Maybe folks don't. I mean, like, do folks not play games, you know, to feel good? Does that not give you, like, a sense of catharsis? And like... You know, I know it's not necessarily about being a fucking, you know, like a white knight or fucking, you know, I don't know, social justice warrior all the time. But I just feel that you play them for a certain, I don't know. I mean, like maybe it's a really grim philosophical question, I suppose, of like, I suppose for my generation of gaming particularly, maybe it's not, I don't know, is it a generational thing? Like, but in our generation, like I think I suppose Fallout had both. Just like what is your core fantasy in playing video games, or like being in a fantastical, like, if it was you with the ability to do anything and it not impact upon your day-to-day life, would you choose to do things that like would be, I don't know, like, it feels a bit grandiose to say heroic, but like, you know, are you trying to make the world better and use those like extraordinary abilities to get people out of shit situations? But like, I guess, are there a lot of people? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've never thought that like evil playthroughs on video games that have like good evil morality systems, I've never felt they were that good. I always thought that they were just quite limited. I always felt that the good playthrough had made more sense and was more satisfying, in part because of the natural desire of human beings to be good and to do good things that help the the human collective, but also because I just thought they were more narratively congruent. And I know I use phrases like that all the time. It's a bit pretentious, but it's like, you know, a lot of the evil stuff. I mean, there's a saying in D&D of the murder hobo party. It's like it's really hard to run an evil campaign with like 5 evil characters, because eventually evil just means going around killing people, and sooner or later you kill somebody. You know, it requires a real discipline to not do that on behalf of the players. And it's really hard to do that, and like ultimately becomes like, I don't know, quite kind of twisted in its own way. So well, yeah, certainly I wasn't a huge fan of that Tony Summers quest. Which, to be fair, you know, having said that, you know, we said it at the start of every video. Everybody's, you know, everyone's got their own trigger points, you know, and it's like, I don't want to necessarily say that like the game shouldn't do that, or that it's not, well, you know, you can look at that within the context of the game, and you context of your relationship with you know, your experiences in life, and be like, well, that's the way that's posed is like darkly comic, and that is funny, and that's like, you know, and that's that, and that is that I think that's totally fair. to me, I'm like, oh, but that's that. And yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm on the pavement. You're in the road. Piss you in your jaywalking ticket. Yeah, I think this is. I'm not quite sure what the word is. It's not idiosyncratic, but it's specific to the person, isn't it? You know. But it does, like, what's a more wider ranging point is like, yeah, like how are morality systems handled in games. Is having it is a game where like so many of the outcomes are grim. What does that? But again, I mean, it's the setting. It's, you know, it's kind of because like Imalia is like really, really, really true to the source books. Like I mean, obviously she's not a real cat. I'm assuming she's, you know, like a fabrication by the game. It doesn't come from anywhere else. But like, yeah, she is a classic Nosferatu build, and like, which is I think actually is called a Cleopatra. So it's not. Yeah, it's not like they've not stuck true to the source. It's just, you know, the source can be, well, the source can be fucking grim at times. And they even said, like, just in, like, incidentally, like in the storyteller's handbook, which is like kind of like the it's a bit like the DM's handbook, but it's not, you know, like. At some point, maybe we might have already done it, but like, I wouldn't mind having a conversation about like what it's like to run, excuse me, a tabletop campaign of anything, probably specifically D&D, but we can extrapolate it to Vampire. What that's like, and what's there, and like. Look, an awful lot of the books, and I think it is a good thing, this, are like the Dungeon Master's Guide to in D&D. I mean, I'm talking about 5th edition, but it equally applies to several of the guides from other editions. The Vampire the Masquerade's Storyteller's Handbook, exactly the same. These are books that, sure, they've got a lot of DM, GM content, but anyone can read them, and there's loads of extra bits of fun and blah 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 blah. The only book I ever read that I would say, as a, I'm going to call it DM, but you know, GM, whatever, the person running your games, that I would recommend as a player, you never read. But it's a really, really good book if you're already behind the curtain and you're going to be the DM and making it good for your players. The Lazy Dungeon Master's Guide, which is an unofficial book, but it's done very much in the style and keeping of the 5th edition D&D books, is just fantastic. But if you are a player And I don't think, as somebody who started D&D as the DM, that was the side of the curtain I was on. I think if you know, to me, once a DM, always a DM. You know, you can try and moonlight as a player, but it's never the same. Like if you're once you've been there, if that's your starting point, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to go back. So, like, if you're a player, I would definitely recommend that you never read those. And if you're a player who is going to dabble in it, in DMing, then I would say probably don't read those. But we should, probably have a conversation about that at some point. Just in terms of design. Someone was asking on the subreddit about 6 months ago, and I was a bit trite in my response. I felt a bit bad about it, honestly. They were studying game design or something similar, game development at university, and they wanted to do a I'm not sure if it was a PhD or no, I think it was PhD. I'm not sure if it was a master's or a dissertation on whether or not RPGs have got too far from their tabletop roots. And I posted as a comment myself afterwards, I wish I hadn't said that really, but I went in and it was like, oh well, like tabletop is doing one thing, which is an expansive world, and but video games are actually more about a curated experience of difficulty and an objective challenge, and which just wasn't what the person was asking. They were asking for examples of where people felt that something had been lost. Yeah. Well, anyway, I don't have some wise thing to tie that all up. They were asking an interesting question, and I shot them down in flames. So, like, the end conclusion is I'm a complete arsehole. Anyway, I'm also an arsehole who's quite tired, so I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.